There are a lot of different kinds of people in the world, and there are a lot of different kinds of ways that these people love all the other people in the world, and I'm going to list some of them right now. If you are a man who is attracted to women, or a woman who is attracted to men, then you are heterosexual. If you are a man who is attracted to men, or a woman who is attracted to women, then you are homosexual. A more general term for someone who is attracted to men, and may or may not be a man himself or herself, is androphilia. If you are attracted to women, you experience gynephilia. Although these words are more obscure, they're also more versatile because they can be used regardless of gender identity. If you're attracted to both men and women, then you're bisexual. If gender plays no role in your sexual attraction, then you're pansexual. It's important to note that pansexuality isn't just a special trans-friendly word for bisexuality. The words have special meanings according to the people who use them, and you should be respectful of their choice of label. If you don't experience sexual attraction at all, then you're asexual, even if you do experience sexual arousal. Actually, quite often asexuals do experience romantic attraction to the people they love. In fact, almost all of these sexual orientations can be combined with romantic orientations in the same way. For example, someone can be asexual and heteroromantic, or bisexual and aromantic. Gray asexuals or gray sexuals experience some sexual attraction. They may prefer this in moderation, or only specific types, or only with specific people. Demisexuals experience sexual attraction, strong or weak, only after they've established a strong emotional connection with a person. This may take a few hours, days, months, years. It entirely depends on the person. This is by no means an exhaustive list, but even after listing just those few, it's easy to say, whoa, there's so many, why does there need to be this many labels? For the most part, these labels were created by the people who need them. Many of these people have gone most of their lives not knowing what they are, or perhaps feeling that they're somehow broken or need to be fixed. Having a label can give them a place or an identity that they couldn't express before, or perhaps even just a simple explanation to their friends as to who they are and why they are who they are. And if you don't want to use one of these labels, that's totally fine. You can express your sexuality in any way or in no way if you so choose. But it's important to respect those who have chosen to use these labels, because to them, it's an important part of their identity. For many, it's as important as their racial or gender identity. In particular, many on the asexual spectrum feel it's important to give their identity a name. Many of them have been told throughout their lives that something is wrong, or they'll grow out of this phase, or that sexuality is what makes you human and you shouldn't deny yourself that. And that can be really hurtful to a person who's in a very confusing time in their life. If you want to learn more about labels and why they're important, specifically with regards to gender identity, I recommend ByHeart's video. So the good news is I did get a haircut, finally. The barber cut it way shorter than I wanted, but I'm making do. The bad news is that, as it turns out, the practice rooms are often occupied by actual musicians. So as part of my video series that moves locations every episode, I've relocated to a classroom.